Coming up in today's show, grab your +4s because Tiger Woods hits a birdie on the 360. A fist of fun on Nintendo's DS with The Sims. Is Cameo bad for your elf? Elf, get it? Oh, please yourselves. Find out in our reviews. Hello, I'm Sam Delaney and this is Gamer TV Next Gen. We've got such a packed show this week that I guarantee you by the end of it you'll be literally drunk on gaming, dancing around your living room and talking about going out for a curry. First up, a new instalment in one of the most cruelly neglected gaming franchises ever. Stop shooting aliens for 5 minutes, will you? Because this is Prince of Persia and it's a touch of class. You may already be leaping about majestically with Prince of Persia: The Two Thrones, which has recently arrived on the consoles. Well, Ubisoft have another title featuring their athletic royal star, Prince of Persia Revelations, for the PSP. For this adventure, the prince will travel to a mysterious island, the birthplace of the mystical sands of time that started all the bother in the first place. Here he will again be meddling with time. Some people never learn to leave well enough alone. Expect to see the freeform fighting system return, allowing him a range of graceful yet deadly combos. Indeed, this game looks like it'll bring more wall running and swashbuckling action than you've ever held in the palm of your hand. Brilliant. There hasn't been a royal rumpus that spectacular and exciting since Windsor Castle went up in flames a few years back. We all remember how much fun that was, right kids? Making a player feel like they're immersed in the game is what every games developer strives to achieve when crafting their latest title. And with next generation consoles, player immersion is top of the priority list. Nintendo's recently announced Revolution controller will allow you to interact with the game in a way never seen before, or so we thought. It seems Ninty have been beaten to the punch by a bunch of British peripheral developers.
GameTrack is the first piece of technology that can track a position in 3D space without any time delay to an accuracy of 1 millimeter within a 3 meter cube. What we have is a joystick on the base, or 2 joysticks on the base, and we have a retractable cable, and we can determine the length of this cable as the user pulls it out. And because the cable is always under tension, the joystick is always tracking what we're doing. If you see my hand is being tracked, I can lift my hand up, down, left, right, and forwards and backwards. And as I said, there's no time delay, so for the first time you have a real 3D experience.
Peter Alice here, welcome to Real World Golf.
This game is the second title to use this technology. You can literally tee off from the comfort of your living room.
This is where the game comes to life. My swing is also there in 3D.
Smoking. Okay, we know what the guys have done with this game controller, but what's next?
What we have in development is top secret. You have an exclusive and an insight into where we're going. This game is called Slugger and is all about having a swing at the game. Home run. If you look on the screen, you'll see that what I'm holding translates into a samurai sword. It could be anything. For example, it could be a laser sword. This is a snooker stroke pool demo, and just like real snooker, I'm using my real actions to play the game. You can unclip the gloves and clip into any accessory that comes forward with future games. This is a very early tech demonstration, but just to show you that it can be done, we have a first-person shooter. You'll be getting a ball with the bowling game. Don't worry about what this looks like, this is just technology. On the screen you'll see that the bowling ball is actually represented by what's in my hand, so I can bowl. We have guns, we have, as you've seen, bowling balls, we have snooker. Really there's nowhere that the technology can't go, or the games. And I can't confirm at this moment what we have for the lineup, but I think you've got a good idea.
Now, I'm not going to tell you where we got them from because that will just complicate matters, but suffice to say, we've got a big hold-all load of next-gen related prizes to give away to you lot, no questions asked, a bit later on, so stay tuned.
Next up, news and gossip from the gaming final frontier. This is Spam Filter. Unperturbed by the fact that the last two Tomb Raider movies stank worse than a bag of fish heads left in a sauna, it's been reported that Angelina Jolie is interested in reprising her role as the pneumatic archaeologist. Hollywood sources are suggesting that movie studio Paramount Pictures and SCI are also keen on bringing Lara back to the big screen. This probably has something to do with the fact that the last two Lara movies grossed nearly $460 million, despite being total rubbish. Despite rumours of the Nokia N-Gage's demise, bigwigs from the Scandinavian mobile phone giant are claiming the machine is alive and well. The handheld gaming unit cum mobile phone has been plagued by poor sales since its launch 2 years ago. Nokia reckons they'll eventually integrate N-Gage gaming technology into a series of normal mobile phones. Why this didn't occur to them a couple of years ago is a complete mystery to us. Arcades aren't traditionally the most glamorous of places. However, Japanese gaming parlours are set to be brightened up thanks to the launch of Taito's Half-Life 2 arcade cabinet. It's a faithful reproduction of the PC version, but unfortunately, there aren't any plans to bring Gordon Freeman's exploits to arcades outside of Japan. Cameo Elements of Power has been a long time coming. This was originally due to appear on the GameCube. Then it transferred to the Xbox when Microsoft waved their massive checkbook and purchased developers Rare. It's finally here as a launch title for the Xbox 360, alongside another Rare-developed game, Perfect Dark Zero. Has it been worth the wait, or was it all a big waste of Mr. Gates' cash? Well, the good news is that this third-person action-adventure would be a worthy accompaniment to the launch of any new console. Cameo is the name of the game's central character. Her elfin pointy ears and green tunic make her look a bit like a female Link, but this lady can assume different forms thanks to some shape-shifting elemental magic. Jealous of these powers, Cameo's spiteful sister Callus revives Thorn, the king of the trolls. He brings a whole world of trouble with him. Cameo is stripped of her powers, her family's kidnapped, and the once peaceful kingdom is thrown in turmoil. A clear example of sibling rivalry gone too far. So, Cameo embarks on a mission to put things right. She needs to rescue each of her elemental warriors from the clutches of the Shadow Trolls. Once they're freed, they can be assigned to a face button, then their specific skills can be called upon at will. These warriors become the main mechanic for progressing through the story. You'll need to use their specialist abilities to unlock the way ahead or to defeat a certain type of enemy. The variety they bring also stops the gameplay from becoming repetitive. Rare have long been known for the beautiful graphics they bring to the table. Cameo maintains their reputation. It's an extremely polished-looking game that often displays a staggering amount of detail while keeping their trademark cartoon style intact. You'll need an HD setup to see it all clearly, but looks like this couldn't have been achieved on the GameCube. We'll give it 4 out of 5. It's not hugely original or particularly long-lasting, but Cameo is a highly enjoyable adventure that should be high on the Xbox 360's hit list.
So, part 1 shriveled up, spent and ready for the knackers yard. But don't worry, because we've got an untainted part 2 just around the corner, so stay tuned.
Still to come, classic automotive action comes to the 360 courtesy of Ridge Racer.
Shouldn't be a problem.
We challenge Tiger Woods to a quick round. And tiny people talk rubbish and live inside your DS. Yes, The Sims return. That's all after the break.
This Christmas, the biggest skate park in LA is LA. Shredded one massive skateland in Tony Hawk's American Skateland. Available now with Wi-Fi multiplayer, only on Nintendo DS.
Hurry, it's Woolworths 2 for £50 PS2 and Xbox game offer, including Shrek Super Slam and Ultimate Spider-Man, Call of Duty 2 and Tony Hawk's American Wasteland, Gun and True Crime New York City. Woolworths, magical prices worth celebrating.
Not happy with your package, sir?
How do you prefer your phone to open up, madam?
Oh, Virgin Mobile.
All phones free, 6 months half-price line rental.
And a free Bluetooth headset.
New Samsung D600 with high-quality video capture.
Oh, and TV output.
So you can watch your antics on the telly. Would you like a friend, sir? Oh, here's a glove
Do you like
puppety
watching,
friend for you,
sir?
Me too, sir. Let's film each other having a glove puppety time, sir. Stroke the bag, sir.
Oh, good technique.
The Link.
Phones to suit every pocket.
Ooh.
In Outer Mongolia, some people still believe that sleeping with the axe can help sweat out a flu and fever. Well, we don't. Because when you have the flu, Beecham's Flu Plus can relieve you from the misery of your symptoms. Now available in new Easy Pour stick packs. Our strongest cold and flu relief ever. Until there's a cure, there's Beecham's.
Isn't it time you got a new mobile? The LG S5200 looks beautiful, works beautifully.
Always wait for him to make the first move. Hugo Deep Red. Your fragrance, your rules.
At W.H. Smith, it doesn't get better than 2 chart DVDs for £26. Crash doesn't get more thrilling. The Fantastic Four doesn't get more cosmic. Mr. and Mrs. Smith doesn't get sexier. And the 40-year-old virgin doesn't get it. This Christmas, think W.H. Smith.
Comfort Pure's skincare research is supported by the British Skin Foundation. It's our most delicate softness for the most delicate skin.
This year, we'll give each other over 500 million presents. Boots know that giving feels good. That's why for every 2 gifts you buy from Boots' special Christmas range, you get the 3rd for free. Because giving more feels even better, trust Boots.
Competitors from the Ultimate Fighter series join fighters from the UFC. Ultimate Fight Night, Sunday at 10 p.m, new and exclusive to Bravo.
Welcome back to Gamer TV Next Gen. Time to pull on your +4s and a stupid jumper and grab your 9-iron, because I think that's Tiger Woods I can see emerging from that bunker over there. Hope you've been working on your swing. I know I have.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Gary McCord for EA Sports, welcoming you to the beautiful Pebble Beach golf links.
He'll be pleased with this.
Any sport boasting Tiger Woods as its most exciting exponent is in deep trouble. As a result, the digital version of the PGA Tour might not be the best method of demonstrating the raw power pouring out of the Xbox 360. Having said that, these titles are as popular as arguments at Christmas time, and that's why we're seeing this game amongst the console's launch titles.
That's not bad, but I think it's heading for the rough. Not too bad.
To be fair, there are moments in the game that could only be next-gen, particularly the human modelling. You'll see the full range of Tiger's emotions from total devastation here to wild ecstasy here. Otherwise, it's not a country mile from the Xbox version. The much heralded analog stick swing is still in place, as is the glamorous zoom of the targeting system. The courses, being world famous, haven't changed much either, although they are rendered in fabulous detail. One new feature, if you can call it that, is the ability to kill spectators, which is a stroke of genius, obviously. The Xbox 360 version does seem less forgiving than its little brother. We're not claiming to be the best golfers in the world, but the amount of time our ball went in a bunker, in the rough or into orbit did seem a bit cruel. The commentators, being just plain rude, don't help much either.
Not much to say about that, but that was really bad.
This is as proficient and slick a golf sim as ever it was, and we can't fault it for that. Some major new features would have been nice, but if you want to get your dad to buy a 360 by telling them this is the best golf game ever, we don't mind.
So, the Tiger's crawling all over Microsoft's new console as if it were a bleeding, twitching animal carcass. But what kind of score is it going to gobble up?
We'll give it 3 out of 5.
Well, it's all back to the 19th hole for a bottle of gin and a comparison of our stupid jumpers. Tiger Woods is a winner once again.
This hole comes with side effects. Here's a trophy ball for hitting the pin. Keep up the good work.
Hey! With the Sims game appearing on every platform imaginable, including your toaster, your Uncle Ron's car battery, and the Hubble Space Telescope, it was only a matter of time before The Sims 2 hit the DS. Welcome to Strangetown, friends, a hamlet named by someone with a gift for understatement. After designing your little lad or lass, you enter Strangetown and visit a bar for a quick game of Space Invaders. This is called foreshadowing, and it's tremendously important. Strangetown, you see, is ridden with extraterrestrials. We'll get to them in a minute, though. Your Sim's main task is to run the town's hotel. It's pretty strange itself, actually. It's powered by a nuclear reactor for a start. And your other tasks will include hugging the carpenter, consoling the mayor, chatting to the local mafia crime lords, and our perennial favourite, taking showers with your pants on. Sticking with the system patented by the DS version of the Herbs, Sims 2 keeps the action and movement in the top screen, while the bottom screen deals with interaction, stats and menus. It's very much a mission-based affair, simple, silly missions at that. However, if squirting a green alien emperor with a water cannon doesn't raise a smile, then there's very little hope for you. This particular incarnation of The Sims seems to be targeted at the younger gamer, or the casual gamer on the move at least. No bad thing, it's all very well to feed and nurture a new life in your console, but what's life without a purpose?
The Sims has hit practically every format known to man. I'm surprised I can't play it on my Etch-a-Sketch, but can this handheld version hold its head high? Bring on the score.
We'll give it 3 out of 5.
Another classy offering from the gibberish spouting little computer people. Well done.
By the way, don't get abducted. I don't know what ET does to you, but it makes you walk like this. Being a game designer has its highs and lows. Some would say it's a dog's life.
I feel the need to feed.
Like our friend Gromit here, you end up doing all the hard work with very little recognition.
I'll use me bun gun.
Only the creme de la creme of the development world get any praise for their hard work, and the guy up next is one such legend.
That seems to be the lot.
My name is David Braben, I'm chairman of Frontier Developments Limited. Many people will know me for games like Elite. More recently, we've got Wallace & Gromit, Curse of the Were-Rabbit coming out with Konami, and Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. I recently got Development Legend Award from the Develop Industry Dinner, which is a great honour. And it's really to reflect, I suppose, being a very old person in the industry and having been around for a long time.
Simply the best.
We hounded the man to find out what a gaming legend likes to play in his free time. Here is David Braben's favourite 3 games.
My favourite games were Elite and Frontier. The game is very free roaming. In both of them you play a guy with a spaceship and very little money, and you make more money by doing essentially whatever you like. Whether it be crook or legal, taking trade goods around or assassinating people. A very nice sort of futuristic world, which I imagine isn't very pleasant, but is great fun to bit from the point of view of being in a game. The reason I chose Defender as one of my games, so this is something that's a sort of bit of a nostalgic trip I suppose. I've always been, it was one of the first, possibly the first game that I really sort of got to really like. It's the sort of game that I think you can really get in the groove of. You can get sort of playing it, and it feels very, very satisfying to have played it for a bit. It's also the sort of game where, in an arcade, you end up with someone playing it for half an hour, so you have to wait forever. But I suppose that's part of the attraction in some ways, if you are that person who's playing it for a long time. I think that's a game that I really enjoyed. Actually quite simple game rules, and that made it very entertaining. Zelda: The Ocarina of Time, I think, was another game that I really liked. There were lots of things in it that harked back to games that I'd enjoyed in the past, but actually it was very, very well realised. But I also liked the feeling that it brought, unlike any of the other Zelda games, for me at least, the sort of almost slightly epic nature, the idea of riding your horse across that sort of Hyrule field and everything, I think worked very well. So I think that's also a game I've enjoyed a lot and sort of kept coming back to. If I was to be locked in a deep dark room, it's quite with a game, I suppose out of those games it would probably be Elite and Frontier, as long as I was allowed the source code. I could endlessly tinker and still have good fun with it.
So once again, Gamer TV proves that a games developer working on the latest systems returns to yesteryear for his gaming kicks. OK, now it's time for this week's competition. Microsoft have given us an Xbox 360 to give away. To win it, simply answer this question. Who is the hero in the Halo games? Is it A, Sam Fisher, B, Master Chief, or C, Solid Snake? To enter, phone our competition hotline on 09014 900 320. Calls cost 50p. You must be over 18 to enter. For full terms and conditions, go to www.bravo.co.uk. Lines will close midnight, 20th of December.
Ridge Racer, a classic title that helped the original PlayStation succeed, and now it's racing headlong onto the Xbox 360. Slow down, for crying out loud!
Okay, let's go.
Ridge Racer 6 isn't one of the Xbox 360's launch titles. That, of course, would be an irony too far. The original Ridge Racer was a launch title of another console back in 1995, if you remember, but nothing ever came of that, did it? Nicking a franchise off the PlayStation is one thing, putting a racer up against the superlative Project Gotham 3 is quite another. Developer Namco has made a brave decision in sticking with its roots. Whether this is a wise decision remains to be seen. In Ridge Racer 6, the drift is still king. You'll see it every 10 seconds or so, sliding round corners like a wet mop across a kitchen floor.
This shouldn't be a problem.
Ridge Racer 6 is an altogether lighter, sillier and brighter package than its competitor from Microsoft. However, going old school is always going to be a risk on a brand new machine.
Nitrous on standby. Yahoo! Amazing!
But it's not fair to be gloomy just yet. This is still hardly limping in the graphics department, and it isn't even finished. Next generation Xbox Live will also prove important to the game's success, and Namco are throwing about provocative phrases like worldwide online multiplayer battles. Remember, Ridge Racer has never been online before, and this time it'll be more than high scores and ghost cars. Ridge Racer 6 is due out in January. Good. Might be nice to have an old friend to stay for a while before you start finding their nose hair in the sink and their half-chewed biscuits down the back of the sofa.
Well, after almost 30 minutes of gaming mayhem, I feel mentally, emotionally and physically drained. So I'm off to check myself into rehab, attach myself to a drip and hopefully be ready to see you next time on Gamer TV Next Gen.
Finally awake, are we?